Hey everyone, this is Mark McLoone with Retail Investment Group, and I'm joined by Stephen Davis. And today we had the opportunity to speak with Dennis Williams, a commercial real estate developer who is active in the marketplace. We go over a few key points, including how has COVID-19 impacted existing tenant plans for expansion, what has construction been like the last few weeks, as well as what is the construction outlook for the upcoming weeks. If you have any specific questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. Hope you enjoy the call and stay safe.
We're a commercial development services company, primarily doing construction management, project management for a lot of chain companies, national chains. We've done all sectors, probably everything except for sports stadiums and hotels. We've done a few hotels, but not many. But primarily our biggest work is in the restaurant sector. Our company, our principals, I've got another partner right now in Florida, and we're going to be bringing on 2 more people after this coronavirus kind of settles in as partners. But between Scott and I and another partner, we've done about 5,000 restaurants in all 50 states. We've even brought a couple of international companies into the United States and helped them write their development manual. Currently, I'm working, I don't know if you've heard of the chain, but I'm currently working with Dutch Bros Coffee. Dutch Bros is out of Grants Pass, Oregon, and they're in a big expansion program right now. And in fact, they're one of those sectors in the restaurant business that are affected by the coronavirus, but not as much as the rest of the restaurant industry is. They're still building, they're still going full steam, and their stands are still lined up with customers because it's that drive-through and walk-up window only concept. They have shut down the walk-up windows, but then they're just doing drive-through, but it's working real well for them right now. So that's, yeah, I've just been on calls. They have these calls every week to tell us how they're doing, the State of the Union. We're doing well. So it's so far, knock on wood, that's doing well. So, you know, what we offer, again, is just a wide range, anywhere from, cradle to grave. We don't handle the real estate. We do have some people we partner up with if we need to on real estate selection. And finding those sites, but then we'll take it all the way through to entitlements, to helping them select their architects, our contractors, and manage the whole process. We have done some build-to-suits. We've been trying to do some build-to-suits. I've talked to some people about partnering. There's a number of people out there before this happened with a lot of money that behind them, a lot of backing behind them, that want to do build-to-suits, but they don't know how. So they've come to us and said, you know, the development, we know how to find the real estate, we got all the money, but we don't know how to develop. So we started those talks. I've also talked to a guy that I worked with before when I was doing some Dunkin' Donuts. He's a big franchisee, a lot of money behind him. He's spinned off his Dunkin's, and he's doing some big development in Texas right now. And he's talked to me about wanting to come in and help him out. So that's us.
So the first question is, how has this coronavirus impacted existing tenants' expansion plans? Go from there right now.
Speaking on my part, for Dutch Bros, it hasn't. They're pushing us harder. We're trying to work through cities. We're trying to figure out from cities of how we get through that whole process. But I can tell you, my partner, Scott Euchre, he has a lot of projects with Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, a number of other, he's got a daycare centers he's doing, and he's been impacted. His projects have been put on hold. A lot of these what we're finding out, a lot of these big companies have given their franchisees a bit of a break to get through this coronavirus and hold on to their money. Yum Brands has given their franchisees 1 year to do their remodels.
Wow.
So that's, so Scott down there is hurting a little bit on that. So yeah, so that's the impact it's having on those kind of things. Again, on the like I talked to Scott, it's finding these companies that are providing the service are still open. I know there's like I said, I'm out here in California. There's a number of those companies, restaurants that are still open for carry out, drive through, and the way they're handling. I went to a Five Guys last night for dinner, and you have to call it in. They let you walk into the lobby, but they got it all cordoned off, and you just basically go up, and they keep 6 feet from you. You go up and give them a credit card. They got your dinner waiting for you, and you get out. So it's interesting.
Definitely interesting. As far as construction, the last few weeks, you did mention that you're having to go through the city and having some other hurdles. What else has it been like the last few weeks?
Well, we just had an incident at a project where an electrician showed up at a job site sick. Now, nobody knows if he had coronavirus or not, but he was sick. So they sent him home, and now the building's been basically, the general contractor shut the building down for 4 days just to kind of quarantine that building. So we lost 4 days. They're working outside, but nobody's going inside that building. They're going to scrub it down, get that guy, but they're trying to educate their trades. If you got somebody sick, even it might be a slight cold or flu, and with the scare here, stay home. Don't come to the job site because it will affect us. So that has hurt us. We haven't seen anything on materials yet because a lot of materials come out of China. I've been asking those questions. Are we having any delays on some of our materials? We have not seen that yet. What's good is that a lot of the cities, or even in California, are working with us. Bakersfield right now, I'm going through permitting. I'm pretty much cleared. I'm just kind of going through the final sign off. They have to go through a lot of departments, and they're just kind of passing it through from department to department. I'm hoping to get permits here in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that I can start construction. I've had, building inspectors are still making inspections. What they ask is that we clear the buildings out, open up all the electrical panels, open up all the stuff they have to see, and then they'll come in and make that inspection, and then write up and send that to us. So I got to say, the cities are trying to work with people that are actually doing construction. So that's a good sign. Utility companies, I'm getting utility service faster than I was before because a lot of these guys are working out of their home. They're not into these conference meetings or calls, and I'm getting utility hookups weeks before I was anticipating getting them.
Interesting.
So
Great.
yeah, on such a negative thing, it's a positive in that respect. So again, from what I'm working on, we're full steam. I'm as busy now as I was before this.
Wow.
I mean, I've got probably 8 projects under construction, and I got 3 or 4 ready to start construction, and I got a number of them in permitting, and I got a bunch of LOIs given to me and budgets to do. I mean, and this is my territory is for Dutch. We're handling Southern California, Las Vegas, all Arizona, and Utah, parts of Utah, and it looks like they're going to give me Colorado now, and
Nice.
Kansas City.
So that's a good segue into, it sounds like you already started to talk about the forecast of the next few weeks may bring. Sounds like you're ramping up and staying very busy.
Yeah, I've got a guy working for me, Ron, and I cut him back a little bit because I didn't know. I had to protect myself, and so I cut him back slightly. He's still working, doing some work, just not as much because I wanted to see where this was headed. Even with Dutch, you never know. It's kind of scary.
Well, Dennis, you've been awesome. I really appreciate you taking time out of your obviously busy day and to join us with this segment. Is there anything else you want to add or close with?
I think it's good to have these touch points like this. Sorry I didn't get on the video so you can see my smiling face, but I like your idea of just getting on and having this touch point.
Absolutely. Dennis, you've been great. Stay healthy and safe, and we'll definitely connect again very soon.
Sounds great. You guys do the same. Be healthy.